let's catch up on some questions that people have been asked over the past couple of weeks, but we couldn't get into. Any DJ Aladdin stories?
No, man, not really, not really. DJ Aladdin, when he blew up and knocked down that contest back in New York, he blew up so fast, man. He got right past me far as everything. I mean, I knew him, I know him, I know him. I've met him. We connected again at the NAM show this year, but I hadn't seen him in years, dude. I hadn't seen him in years. But yeah, no, I can't. I can't. One thing I will not do is make up some shit just to have some content.
Break down what you know, not necessarily that you know, but what did you know about him? What did you hear about him, back in the day about DJ Aladdin?
I heard he's one of the baddest cats ever touched two turntables. He went to New York. I forgot the name of the contest they had every year back in the day, and he slayed their asses. I think he was one of the first West Coast rappers to do that. Him and Joe Cooley both went up there and just represented in a major way. And after that, I think he became a DJ for somebody big, man. Domino or something. Don't start me to lie. But yeah, he blew up. He blew up like the World Trade Center.
You being a DJ, who's the dopest DJ that you've ever personally seen with your own very eyes?
Man, I've seen so many cats, man, and I've seen them various guys at various stages. Okay, one of the baddest dudes I've seen on turntables was a white boy, DJ Rectangle, out of he was from down south, not right Oceanside. Okay, on turntables. Okay, on turntables, 20 years ago. He was slaying shit. I think he even won the DMC. I think the Varus Tower. Yeah, it was the DMC. Okay, I believe he went to the DMC and ripped ass as well back in the 90s. Okay, I don't hold me to that, but I do believe he won a major contest. He was. I mean, this dude turntables. Okay. Like that meme of Snoop say he don't miss. He don't never miss. This dude never missed, man. He never missed. He don't miss. I've watched him mix records with his head under the turntables, under the table. Okay, all you saw was his hands. Okay, and he would do his shit, and the head be under the table. I've seen him take his partner take one turntable and move it around in different locations, and he still did not miss. He still did not miss. In fact, I took him to a audition one time. He wanted me to represent him at an audition for Coca-Cola. We went to the Coca-Cola audition, and he ripped it. He ripped it. And they said, you know what? I can't give it to him. Why not? He's white. We trying to find some black hip hop shit. There was no bullshit. That's what they told me. Dude, I said, man, talent wise, he ripped it. Okay. And he said, but because we're trying to do something for the urban community, it was it's an urban promotion for Coca-Cola. They couldn't give it to him. And we walked out proud as a motherfucker. There was a lot of bad dudes there, but he faded everybody. Nowadays on Control, Battle Cat's a bad boy too on turntables too. But I haven't seen Battle Cat on turntables lately. I know he's a magician on the controller. He's a fucking magician. Okay, he does shit with them buttons and the backspins and shit. That shit sounds good. I was with Battle Cat 3 weeks ago. He was at a King Tea party and he was just fucking around, and that shit was flowing like water. He just fucking around. So yeah, Doc, Battle Cat's probably one of the hottest cats I've seen lately. That especially came out of my camp. And like I said, Rectangle, he moved to Vegas and started doing stuff at Caesar's Palace and stuff like that. He still makes hell of a mixtape right to this day. And Joe Cooley a bad motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. Joe Cooley bad. Okay. I saw Joe Cooley recently at the NAM show. I don't know if him and Aladdin both. No. Joe went at the No, Joe went at the NAM show. He performed at the NAM show, but I don't remember him hitting the turntables. Maybe he did, but I didn't recall. I might not have been there. I know for sure my man hit the turntables, and Joe Cooley performed. Him and Rod Neal performed. That's Friday in the pavilion. So yeah, it definitely got skills. You know, Compton made some badass DJs. Compton had some badass DJs.
Yeah, yeah. DJ Quick. See, I wasn't too privileged to be able to see Joe Cooley or those others in their prime, but baddest DJ I saw in person in concert was DJ Quick. This motherfucker played like 7 instruments throughout the show. He DJ'd, he scratched, he went and sat down, played the drums, he went and played the keyboard, he went and played the guitar, the bass. He was all over the stage, man. That was, to this day, one of the best concerts I've ever seen from a DJ, a musician, I should say, DJ Quick.
Right. Okay.
Bad, man. Hey, Art Chavez wants to know any Rich Kaysen stories.
I met Rich back in the day, man. Rich was his shit back. Rich was the dude for California. After he came off that.
Who's Rich Kaysen? Break it down.
Rich Kaysen was a musician. He's one of the first cats I'd ever known that got into the MIDI sounds, and he had a bunch of keyboards. He was a keyboard player, but locally he played in a lot of clubs as a one-man band. And he started making records. He did a lot of stuff for Duffy, and he did stuff for a Rapper's Rap label. He had a couple of nice ass hits, and I think he did the demo for Bad Times, and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis redid it. I know he had something to do with Bad Times with Kimberly Ball, but I think Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis came in and put the funk on it. Don't hold me to that story, but I know he had something to do with the shit. Okay, I'd have to ask Cletus or Kelvin to verify. But yeah, he was back then. He was charging $350 for a track back then. That was a lot of money. That was a lot of money. So I went and bought my own system, and because I had a white guy, Daniel Sulfur, was doing my tracks for $150. But Richard had a couple of local hits, and he doubled his price. I couldn't fuck with him at the time. And again, sometimes that's the best way to do it. Just get your own shit and figure it out, or find somebody in your team that can figure it out and make it happen. Yes.
Thanks.
Rich had quite a few hits. I mean, he died not long ago. And he gets very little fanfare, man, because he was so early in the game. And like I said, he was an R&B artist, but he did a lot of hip hop stuff. That's when hip hop had R&B feel. They was just he was remaking a lot of records and stuff, and doing a lot of stuff for Duffy. And Duffy he definitely was a producer for Duffy Hooks. He was one of the first guys before me to even make records on the West Coast.
Nice. Jonathan C has a good question. Did Lonzo ever go to any Boss Tom Cross record hops? Boss Tom Cross, famous radio DJ, right? Was it KJ?